everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, aka Coach Fab and Fit, and I know it has been so long since I filmed a video. So if you're new to my channel, since the last time I filmed a video, I've had a few of you newly subscribed to my channel. So if you are new, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And if you're just landing on my video from a search or something like that, please subscribe if you haven't already. Just to give you a quick rundown of my channel, typically I am a group fitness instructor and personal trainer. I am also an online coach, and typically on my channel you will see things that have to do with health, wellness, lifestyle, things like that, and now probably mommy videos. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I am pregnant and I am due in the beginning of September. So I thought it would be cool to make this video of my symptoms from weeks, not 0 because I didn't know I was pregnant when I was 0 weeks pregnant, but from weeks 5, which is like around when I found out, to weeks 14, and just giving you a rundown of my symptoms and like how I knew I was pregnant and things like that, because I really enjoy watching videos like this, as well as like anything having to do with like baby registry and things like that. So this has been on my to-do list for a while, but I have had like 0 energy to even like set all my filming stuff up and actually get this video going. So I'm here today. I'm gonna film for you. Hopefully you like this kind of video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more mommy videos in the future and things like videos like this, then comment below and give this video a thumbs up. The lighting might be going in and out. I film in front of a window. The sun is like being hid behind clouds, and then the clouds go away, so the lighting might be a little funny. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started into the video. Okay, so I guess we can start with how I knew I was pregnant. So I use the Flow app, which is an app that you can track your periods. You can and then it will tell you like when you're ovulating, and you can track when you have sex and things like that. And I wasn't using the app for the purposes of trying to get pregnant. I was using the app because about 6 or 7 months ago I got off of birth control after Daniel and I made the decision to get off birth control, because I had been on it for so many years. So I decided to get off of it, and I needed something to tell me like when my periods were coming, because that's the one thing that I loved about being on birth control. So I got this app and it worked out really well for me. I just logged when I had my periods and when they ended, and then after like a month or 2 it was pretty on point with telling me like when my periods were going to arrive and when they were going to stop. It was very accurate. That's the app that I used. And then once I became pregnant, I flipped it to pregnancy mode, which I'll talk about later. But so I knew that my period was coming, and I'm normally never late, maybe like a day or 2 days, something like that, but never like dramatically late. And I wasn't dramatically late. I think I was like 1 or maybe even 2 days late. And the one thing that I felt that like was different was my boobs were so sore. And I'm not talking about like period sore. I'm talking like they were really, really sore. Very sore. So, you know, I thought it was weird, but then I just kept telling myself, well, you know, my period's coming, so maybe my period is going to be different this month than last month. And then I was like, well, let me just take a test just to be sure. So I did, and it was very quickly positive. And so I found out pretty early. You know, I know some women don't find out until they're like 9, 10 weeks pregnant, like almost out of the first trimester. But because my periods were so regular, I found out very early, which was a blessing and also a curse. A blessing because then I could stop all my shenanigans. You know, I obviously stopped drinking and things like that. And then it was also a curse because I felt like the first trimester went by so slow. Anything can happen at any time, so I'm just taking it day by day. But the first trimester was dragging big time. So let me just talk about a couple of my symptoms. I would say that I am one of the lucky ones. I didn't get sick. I didn't have morning sickness or all day sickness as they call it. I didn't have any of those issues. I, for the most part, was fine. For the most part, I felt very normal. I have a list of 3 or 4 symptoms that I felt throughout the first 14 weeks. So first one is obviously sore boobs. That didn't go away once I found out I was pregnant. It stayed there. And it didn't go away up until like recently, I would say, and I'm almost 15 weeks, so I'm just past the 14-week mark. A bit sore, but nothing like how they were in the beginning. And then in addition to them being sore, they are growing already like way more than I had anticipated them to grow. Like I didn't think they would be growing this fast. So, you know, that's a struggle, especially for my job. New to my channel, then I teach fitness classes, as I mentioned in the intro, and so that is my full-time job. That is what I do. I live in workout clothes. So I live in sports bras. I don't wear regular bras. Well, I do, but like, you know, on a regular basis, I'm wearing sports bras. So I am on the lookout for any kind of like, I don't know if they sell like maternity sports bras, but something that's supportive for people who have bigger boobs. If you have any recommendations for that, please leave a comment down below, because I am desperate to see what happens as you know, my body starts to change and as things start to grow and move and things like that. So if you have any recommendations for a maternity type bra, or a bra that is supportive but comfortable. I was actually starting to develop like little, I'm gonna call it a rug burn, but obviously it's not a rug burn, but like what would look like a rug burn on my bra line from just like my boobs being so heavy and my bra having to hold up so much and like do so much work. So, you know, it's a work in progress, but I do have a lot of high impact Victoria's Secret bras, which I thought was going to be the way to go, and those are kind of the ones that are giving me the issue. So now I'm thinking I need some of the like stretchier, softer bras. Anywho, so if you have any recommendations for that, drop a comment down below and let me know. So they were very sore, they're very big, and yeah, that's not changing. It doesn't look like, as I progress in weeks and trimesters and things like that. The third symptom I would say I had, although I wasn't throwing up, I was nauseous. I had a hard time cooking, and if there were a couple times where I did cook and then I would just be like, oh, I'll just order, because like I don't even want to eat it. And it could be like I could cook chicken and then I would order chicken, you know, like, so it wasn't anything specific to a specific type of like meat or food in particular. It was just me cooking it. I don't know. You know, maybe it was just like the frustration of like my little kitchen that I cook in, or what it was, but I couldn't eat what I cooked. And I didn't even want to cook. So there's also that. So I did have what they call food aversions, like things that I love, like eggs. I was like, oh, I can't eat eggs. But I wasn't sick over it. It was just like a mental thing. And you know, if I didn't want it, I didn't eat it. If I wanted it, I ate it, because I just feel like that's just what, you know, I have to be eating. So I have to listen to my body and I have to listen to my mind, and if I didn't want it, I just simply didn't eat it, and that's it. Fourth symptom, which would be cravings, which as a fitness instructor, I was always like, oh, cravings aren't real, they're totally mental, like they don't actually exist. And while I do still believe that, having gone through it, I still do believe that cravings can be controlled. Like, you know, there is no such thing as eating for two. Of course, you have to increase your calories as you, you know, progress into your pregnancy, and as you progress into your trimesters, like first, second, and third, you do have to up your calories a little bit, especially for somebody like me, or you know, maybe you, if you work out heavily. Of course, you're going to need to be eating a lot to kind of supplement those calories so that you are nourished as well as your baby. So there is no such thing as eating for two. You don't have to double your calories. It's just simply not true. But with that said, you do have to make sure that you're eating. So back to cravings. So I didn't think they were real, and still, like I said, to this day, like even being pregnant and having gone through it, I still do think it can be controlled. However, the one thing that I will say that I wanted, which was like not like unheard of for me, because I'm a super big sweet, I have a super big sweet tooth, and like I love desserts and anything sweet, ice cream, cake, donuts, whatever you put in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. But the difference is I don't buy it. I don't go and spend my money on it. And if I do, it's very rare. So I was wanting candy like crazy. Like I'm talking about Starburst, Sour Patch Kids, lollipops, what else? Anything sugary, it was for me. I wanted it. So that was frustrating, because I was like, I really shouldn't be eating this, but then I'm like, but I really, really want it. And that kind of led me to believe like I was having a girl. I know it's all very, you know, it's obviously 50-50 chance of you having a boy or a girl, but there were certain things like my cravings that happened that made me really just believe that I was having a girl. So we got the genetic testing done to test for certain genetic diseases and as well as the gender, and we are having a baby girl. So that was kind of like not shocking. Like when I opened the envelope, I was like, yeah, I already knew that. Like I knew I was having a girl. It was so weird. Because in addition to the cravings, another symptom that I had was facial breakouts. And you know how they always say, if you're having a girl, she steals your beauty from you. They're starting to get a little bit better, but I had a lot of hormonal breakouts down on my chin and on my back. So when I would be approaching the time to start my period, I would always get like a pimple here and there. But these were actual breakouts on my chin, on my back, like really big pimples that were just so frustrating. And obviously there's certain things that you can and cannot use when you're pregnant, so I was trying to be careful with the things that I would put on my face. I did do like a couple face masks, and obviously I washed my face, but it didn't seem like there was anything that was helping. That was pretty frustrating for me. Now with that said, it seems to be getting a little bit better. I do have some scarring down here from like not even necessarily picking it, but just from like there being so much of it. So that was another thing. So far we have sore boobs, big boobs, candy cravings, and pimples. So the last symptom, I guess you can say, that I had, which I hear is very common and I didn't feel like it's a bad thing, is I was so tired. Like all I wanted to do was sleep, and obviously I can't. Like most people, we have to work. Luckily for me, my schedule is very flexible. So, you know, if I needed a day off, I can take it. I don't really remember taking any days off. You know, I would kind of wake up, go about my business, train my clients, do my class, come home and sleep for like 4 hours. But I'm very lucky to have that luxury of being able to come home and take that nap, because I don't know what I would have done if I would have been stuck behind a desk from like 8 a.m. until like 6 p.m. I can't imagine, because I was so tired. So, and then like I would wake up at like, let's say 4 or 5, order dinner because I wasn't gonna cook, eat it, and I'd be knocked out again by like 8. Like I'm talking, I slept a lot. So I'm actually starting to feel better. I still feel, you know, sleepy, but not in a sense where I feel like I have to take a nap. It's more along the lines of I go to sleep pretty early, so which I'm totally fine with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you know, I consider myself very lucky. I didn't have like the crazy horrible symptoms that a lot of people say that they have. So I feel very lucky in that sense. Yeah, I hope this video was a little bit interesting for you. I just figured, since it was something that I like to watch, I figured I would record one myself and post it up for anybody who's pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant or trying to get pregnant, and you just wanted to hear about different people's experiences. This was mine. This is my first pregnancy. I've never been pregnant before. So, you know, all of this is very new to me. I'm not really showing at all. I think I am a little, but not enough for me to be like, oh, here's my baby bump, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm not gaining weight, so, but things are getting bigger in certain areas, so that's why I think things are starting to like shift and change. But, you know, there's still time for all that. I'm not trying to rush any of it. I'm just trying to enjoy it, take it day by day, be safe, and that's pretty much it. So I'm excited to kind of share this journey with you. Once I kind of built this business and I started doing things online, I have always been excited for this day to come when I can kind of like reach out to all the moms and we can do workout videos and I can help on a more relatable level, you know, moms. Because I know I've always felt like I've been able to help anybody, whether you're not a mom or you are a mom or whatever, but I feel like it's sometimes hard for people to relate to someone who doesn't have kids. Just excited for this to be happening and for me to share my journey with you guys, and for me to hopefully inspire and help impact some of the decisions that you make. And if you're pregnant, drop a comment below. Let me know how far along you are. Follow me on Instagram. Everything is Coach FabandFit, Facebook, Instagram, Coach FabandFit. My email address is also coachfabandfit@gmail.com, and my website is Coach FabandFit. So you can find me all on social media. Everything is Coach FabandFit, and I will continue to share my journey on YouTube as well as on social media. Now that I'm feeling better, I do plan to do more videos. So hopefully I can stick to a schedule and kind of upload more. Let me know the kinds of videos you want to see, whether they're related to pregnancy or not. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you very much. And don't forget, if you're new to my channel, to subscribe. And for all of you new subscribers who just joined me on my channel, thank you very much. Your support is greatly appreciated. And with that said, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.